Hey everybody, it's your girl Coach Cheryl and welcome to this episode of the Empower Minute. On today's Empower Minute, we're going to talk on the subject follow the instructions. Yes, follow the instructions. You'll always have massive success when you do it that way. And for those of you that are watching for the first time, you may be wondering, well, what is the Empower Minute, Cheryl? Well, the Empower Minute is a 60-second to 3-minute spiritual boost to help church girls live a great life, to love themselves, to invest in themselves, to feel super confident in their own skin, and to empower them to express who God uniquely called, gifted, and talented you to be. And so when I say follow the instructions, have you ever been to those furniture stores that we have all over the country where you buy bookshelves and you buy beds and it has all these pieces and it has this little slip of paper that has the instructions? But no, y'all, we get what? Impatient, and we decide, I see the picture, there are the pieces, let's just put it together. It can't be that hard now, can it? And so we proceed to try to pull all of those pieces together. And then when our bookshelf is lopsided, when our bed falls down, we don't understand why. We have extra pieces all over the floor. And so we wonder why. But I'll tell you why. You didn't follow the instructions. The instructions are there for a reason. And I know you may be thinking, well, sure, how does that relate to me in my life? How does that relate to me in my business? Well, let me tell you how. When you're starting a new business, there are certain rules, regulations that you have to follow if you want to be successful. You just can't run all rampshot deciding I'm going to do it my way. You can't break the rules if you don't know the rules. So you have to follow the instructions. And this is what happened when I started on social media. I just jumped out on social media. I didn't know the rules of social media. I didn't know the rules of the different platforms. And instead of being as successful as I wanted to be, I got frustrated because things weren't happening. My followings weren't going up and people weren't buying. That's because I didn't follow the instructions. I just did what I wanted to do without knowing the rules of the game. The same thing goes in life, in our Christian life. We decide, we want to give our lives to the Lord and we surrender to Him, but we decide, we're not going to use the Bible. No, 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 no. We know in our own selves how this should work, and we don't follow the instructions. And so when we fall into sin, or we fall into depression, or we get tricked by the enemy, we wonder why. Because, see, God has already set up an instruction manual just for you. And if you would pick it up and read it and follow the instructions that He laid out for us, we will always find success. And so, whatever goal that you are planning, before you execute, get the rule book, find the instructions, follow the instructions. It's as simple as that. We make it, and I will say that I made business harder than it had to be. I made my life as a Christian harder than it had to be. I made my life in ministry harder than it had to be because I didn't follow the instruction. I was trying to go off my own mind and my own intellect, but I'm not that smart. And I won't say you that you're not that smart, but I'll let you figure that out. But I promise you, if you follow the instruction, you will absolutely get where you want to go because God will come behind you and He will put His super on your natural, and you'll go further faster if you follow the instructions. And if this has been a blessing to you, I want you to say yes in the comments and then share it with somebody that needs this empowerment too. God bless you. Have a great one.